Really, Nickelodeon? Really, Nickelodeon? Really, Nickelodeon? Really, Nickelodeon? You ruined my childhood so much! With this abomination of a special. Seriously, what the hell is this? SpongeBob, you're fired? Is that what you call a special? Are you serious right now? Hey guys, it's me, Shrek Nature Kinda Awesome, and doing Teen Titans Go Sucks right here again. And today I am going to do a review / extreme rant on SpongeBob, You're Fired. Yes, an extreme rant on this pile of donkey vomit. SpongeBob, you're fired. SpongeBob, you're fired. What the hell? This is the most crappiest episode special ever. Let's talk about why it sucks. Sorry about that. So basically what the plot is, everything was going happy-go-lucky for SpongeBob. He loves, as he always does his job by making Krabby Patties and cleaning up the Krusty Krab. And SpongeBob says he loves his job until Mr. Krabs comes into the picture and says to him that he's fired. Why is he fired, you may ask? Because of a freaking nickel or quarter or whatever. Mr. Krabs is really that stingy. He fired SpongeBob for a freaking quarter / nickel or whatever. Mr. Krabs should have just fired himself instead of SpongeBob. He's so greedy and that unlikable and that despicable and malevolent. Oh my god, why would he even do that to his own employee? That's stupid of him. Mr. Krabs is, I guess Mr. Krabs that thick-headed as well, just like Patrick Star is. And after he takes away SpongeBob's spatula and had SpongeBob does nothing but his annoying crying. Oh my god, SpongeBob, why did you even cry? Oh my god. His crying is just as bad as Mr. Krabs being stingy. And then, yeah, Squidward kicks SpongeBob out and Squidward says he has to come as a customer now, and he cried even more, SpongeBob. But at least Squidward finally gets some peace and quiet. And he's happy without that monster around. And yeah. And Mr. Krabs is gonna do SpongeBob's work from now on. Mr. Krabs was a terrible cook. He didn't even learn how to cook peas. Like literally. He was a head chef at the SS Diarrhea. So why would he volunteer taking SpongeBob's place? That's so stupid of Mr. Krabs firing his own employee. And SpongeBob's now miserable because he's gotten fired and He cries non-stop. And he feeds Gary for once. But when he takes the remote control, he realizes that's how he used to hold his own spatula. Really, SpongeBob? Grow the hell up. Get a grip. And find a better job that's not Krusty Krab related. And then Patrick cries, oh great, that stupid triple crossing piece of donkey vomits here. And then that made him sad as well, and he comes and he asks why he's making Patrick sad. And SpongeBob's like, and Patrick says stupid questions, and SpongeBob's like, it's not food, Patrick. I got fired. And Patrick's like, that's wonderful! Being unemployed is the best game I know. So, yeah. Patrick is encouraging SpongeBob that being unemployed is the best thing ever, while it's literally the worst thing ever. How can being unemployed is the best thing? I cannot think of one person who will ever say that. That's stupid of Patrick. What a triple crossing piece of donkey vomit Patrick saw literally became. Yeah. And yeah. The next day, Patrick stops into SpongeBob, and SpongeBob looks grotesque already. Like, really, he looks really that disgusting to look at. And he's and Patrick's like, are you ready for all the bullcrap stuff we're gonna do today? And SpongeBob's like, yeah, whatever. And yeah, they stop into Patrick's house, and SpongeBob covers himself with snail slime. Ew! And then SpongeBob feels even worse, and they decide to stop at Sandy's to do this scientific stuff, which is creepy. They feed those stuff that, and Patrick's head has a face which is creepy, and the guy just looked creepy after he eats it. And Sandy's like, SpongeBob, I didn't recognize you. You look gross. And holy mother of God, the face that SpongeBob made. Ugh. That's the most ugliest face I've ever seen in my entire life. I thought Frozen Face Off was bad, but this is the most ugliest face I've ever seen in my entire life. And yeah, SpongeBob explains to Sandy that he got fired, and now he's funemployed. Funemployed? Really? Yeah, and then yeah, Sandy encourages SpongeBob to get a job, and SpongeBob's like, Patrick, I can't do this anymore. I need to find a job. So yeah, SpongeBob finally gets a grip, and yeah, he says he's ready for a new job. So yeah, he goes to the weenie place first. And what does he do? He makes it into a Krabby Patty like he always does. Because he's so thick-headed and that immature that all he does is make Krabby Patties. Yeah. How stupid can he be? And the wiener guy got pissed off at him, and he fired him. And he did the same thing to with the pizza guy, and he hired him at the wiener guy hired him at first, but then he fired him because of what he did, making it into a Krabby Patty, and then the pizza guy got pissed off at him for making a pizza patty, and he got pissed off at him and fired him too. And then he does the same thing to the taco guy, and he hires him and he turns into a taco patty, and he got pissed off at SpongeBob, and he fires him as well. And the noodle guy, of course, he hires him at first, but then he gets pissed off at him. Feels like everyone got pissed off at SpongeBob. Yeah, everyone got so pissed off that they depreciated SpongeBob's creation. They actually depreciate him. Because all SpongeBob ever does is make Krabby Patties. And the noodle guy says, take your stupid freaking noodle patties with you. And SpongeBob calls it quits, and now he has no food. But what does he does? He actually makes snail food. How if he doesn't have anything? And all of a sudden, Gary and Patrick likes it. And and the doorbell rings, and SpongeBob's like, yes, and they kidnaps everybody kidnaps SpongeBob's tries to kidnap SpongeBob because all of a sudden they like his creation now. The wiener guy, the noodle guy, the taco guy, and the pizza guy. And then one guy tries to steal SpongeBob, and blah blah blah, who gives a crap? And SpongeBob's back at the Krusty Krab, and Mr. Krabs hires him again, and SpongeBob's happy again, and he's back at his old job, and blah blah blah, who gives a crap? Happy ending, blah blah blah, the end. That's basically what the entire plot of this freaking episode is. I don't want to talk about it anymore because it's starting to piss me off. This is the worst SpongeBob special ever. Everything about it is just horrible. The jokes were just gross. Like Krabby Patty jokes. It's just gross. And the humor is just... it's just bland. Patrick's a thick-headed idiot that encouraged SpongeBob that saying being unemployed is the best thing ever, when it's literally the worst thing ever. SpongeBob cries like a baby because he got freaking fired because Mr. Krabs fired him for a freaking stupid quarter or nickel or whatever. That's stupid of Mr. Krabs. I think the Krusty Krab should have gone out of business, and Mr. Krabs calls it quits. And Squidward finally gets a new job that makes him more relaxed. Honestly, they should have closed the Krusty Krab if SpongeBob got fired. The Krusty Krab should have been better off being closed, while the Chum Bucket is... And hopefully by then Plankton will finally get customers rather than Mr. Krabs. If Plankton tries to steal the Krabby Patty formula from Mr. Krabs, which obviously Mr. Krabs don't want him to, because Mr. Krabs the villain and the villain, and Plankton's the innocent one. And Wiener, the taco, the pizza, and the noodle guy were extremely pissed at SpongeBob's creation at first, but now they appreciate him. What sense does that make? That's stupid. Oh my god. Everything about this episode sucks. The special sucks. Everything about it is cringeworthy. SpongeBob's a baby. Patrick's a brain dead moron. And the rest of the characters are unappreciative. Bottom line, I give this episode a negative 3 out of 10. The special as well, a negative 3 out of 10. It sucks. Don't watch it. It's horrible. It's cringeworthy. It's unappreciative. And it's mean-spirited at times. This, and the way that Patrick said that being unemployed is the best thing ever, it actually teaches kids one of the worst lessons ever. Screw you, Patrick, you triple-crossing piece of donkey vomit. Well, that was my review / extreme rant on SpongeBob You're Fired. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Shrek and Nature Kinda Awesome and doing Teen Titans Go Suck. See you again. And I'll see you guys next time on my next video. Alright? See you guys later.